thankful for that tree. You know, there's a anonymous quote out there that says, I'm thankful for my struggle because without it, I wouldn't have stumbled across my strength. And oftentimes, when things happen to us or we're going through something, it's easy for us to focus on just how bad it is and not think about just how bad it could be. Because when we're in it, we're in it. We are hurting, we are fearful, we are in pain, we have all of these angst that we're going through, and it's hard to realize that it's during those times that our strength gets to flex its muscle. It's during those times that we realize and recognize just how strong we are. You know, my granddaughter celebrated her sweet 16 a few months back, and she received a car for her birthday. And she's an excellent driver, and her parents have the utmost confidence in her abilities. And so yesterday when she was leaving home, my daughter and her, they said their goodbyes and their I love yous. And my daughter just happened to be looking out the window and decided to just watch her daughter pull off. And so my grandbaby pulled out of the driveway and was correcting and putting the car in drive and was continuing along her way until the steering wheel seized up, locked up, and she ran directly into a neighbor's tree. Now, the crash was bad. The car is totaled, the airbag deployed, the horns going off, neighbors helping out. But I'm thankful for that tree because had that tree not been there, she would have hit her neighbor's home and things could have been worse. And if she was gonna hit a tree, thank goodness for that tree and not a tree when she's driving down the highway going 70 miles per hour. So it's easy for us to not recognize that those opportunities that our strength has to flex its muscle is also making us stronger and better prepared for the next time something happens. And everybody in that situation rose. My daughter rose, was there, and was everything her daughter needed. My grandson rose. He contacted his dad, who was traveling back from distance travel, and calmly let him know what was going on. My son-in-law, when he arrived home, became everybody's rock that they needed. My granddaughter got back in the car today, her mother's car, and with her mother with her, drove herself to her school function. Everybody's strength rose and had an opportunity to show them just how strong they are. Now I'm reminded of a story that I heard years ago about these two angels, a young angel and an old angel, and they're traveling along and they stumble upon this rich man's home and they ask if they could stay the night. And the rich man is thinking, well, they're not sleeping in my mansion, but I guess I can let them sleep in the basement. And so that's where they slept. In the middle of the night, the old angel noticed a crack in the wall and got up and repaired the crack. And the next morning, they went on their way. And that evening, they happened upon a farmer's home, a poor farmer. He and his wife, the only possession they had was one cow. And they asked if they could stay there, and the farmer and his wife said absolutely, and they gave up their bedroom for the two angels to sleep. And so when they arose the next morning, their one cow had died. And the young angel, just perplexed, just did not understand what in the world. How could you have made repairs to the rich man's home, and the poor farmer and his wife, the only possession they own was that one cow, and you let it die? I don't understand. And the old angel said, well, at the rich man's home in the middle of the night, when I noticed the crack, I also noticed gold behind the walls. So I patched up the hole so that the rich man would never know. And at the farmer's home, in the middle of the night, death came for the farmer's wife, and I offered up the cow instead. You know, it's about perspective. You never really know, and think about in the moment how bad things could have been, how bad things could be, and how good the opportunity is for your strength to flex its muscle. Have you stumbled across your strength yet? Has it had the opportunity to flex its muscle? Or did it flex and you just not notice? Think about it.